it going, everybody? Thanks for coming to the stream. I know it's been a minute. Been a couple weeks. Thanks for not forgetting about me. Get some water here. Oh man. I just finished watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier and it was so good. I don't know if you guys are watching that. Think of what else I've been up to. So yeah, okay, so anyway, the reason why I didn't live stream last week was because I was in Las Vegas with my family. I didn't want to announce where I was going because I don't know. Just didn't want to I just didn't want it to be out there until after. I tried to vlog a bit, so hopefully a vlog for that can be out whenever I'm finished editing my several video ideas that I have. I keep coming up with new video ideas. I'll write all these scripts and I'll even record some, and then editing, I'm just like... Then I just never want to edit. So that's why these videos never come out. I don't know. Even though, what's funny is like, I recorded a WandaVision review. Jeez, and that was more than 5 weeks ago already. And it's been over for like 5 weeks, and... Now Falcon and the Winter Soldier is almost done. I still haven't even edited my WandaVision review, so I need to come up with that pretty soon too. So for my Vegas trip, I took some pictures, but I think the best way to show you guys how it went is through my older brother's Instagram stories. We eat Gordon Ramsay's food. We ate at like a bunch of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants. When he eats Gordon Ramsay's food, he does this really horrible impression of Gordon Ramsay as he eats the food, and I don't know, it's just really funny. So I'll show you guys in a bit. All I've been doing lately is playing Final Fantasy XIV. I might just play Final Fantasy XIV until more people show up. I gotta think. Hearts Anime, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Let me see. I usually have a list of things I want to talk about. I think it's a good impression? Right. Yeah, well, we'll let the chat decide because we're gonna watch your story stuff later. Actually, I'm gonna piggyback off your Instagram content and just show the Vegas stuff later. Maybe like an hour in, I'll show it. Alright, Heartsane, why just alright? Go for it, thanks, bro. Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So, anime update. Did I talk about this? Yeah, I've started watching My Hero Academia. I think there's 2 episodes in. I wonder if there's 3 episodes now. I don't remember like what day of the week the new episodes come out. Doing your best day by day. Hey, that's all you can do, right? Just do what you can do. Pretty much, yeah. I picked up My Hero Academia's. Is it the 3rd, 4th? What season are we on now? I don't even remember anymore. I'm on the latest season of My Hero Academia. Very good. Attack on Titan, the manga finished. I won't spoil anything because I assume people here aren't reading the manga. I'll wait till the anime's over for like a month before I decide to talk about any spoilers on stream, but man, it was a good ending. It was kind of divided though. Oh, you're watching Fruit Basket season 3. You know, I watched the premiere of that when it came to theaters. I thought that was pretty good. I know there's a lot of nostalgia with that series because a lot of people grew up sort of watching the old anime and reading, because it's an old shoujo manga, right? It's been around. So I don't have that nostalgia for it, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. You know, I thought that maybe, you know, some things are better when they're looked at with rose-tinted glasses, but I liked it. Yeah, I think they showed 2 episodes or something when it came to theaters. I imagine it was... Yeah, it's good for new and old fans. Yeah, they did a good job. Was it like a reboot? Is that what it was? I'm watching new Vanguard. Oh, nice. How do you like it? Oh, I started I'm so behind. So, oh yeah, so I can't remember if I said last week, but Promised Neverland. I pretty much binge watched all of that anime. And then I found out later that the second season very heavily deviated from the manga and, like, skipped entire arcs and condensed, like, over 140-something chapters into, like, 11 episodes. Huge sin. I don't know why they would do that. So I'll probably read the manga, which maybe I'm playing into their hand. Maybe they did this on purpose as, like, a fancy commercial to buy the manga. Maybe they purposely didn't adapt anything to save money, and that's weird. I don't know why they would do that. Fruits Baskets follows the manga, and the art style is modernized. Ah, I see. So, wait, was there an older Fruits Basket anime, too? There must have been, right? It's like, I know there's a big fuss about Laura Bailey coming back to voice it, even though she doesn't really, like, voice in any anime anymore. It exceeds your expectations. It does what most card game animes don't do. Really? Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh!, do they actually follow the rules in the anime? Ah, there was one from the early 2000s. I see. That's cool. Yeah, I honestly did not know of its existence because I'm a casual weeb. Like, literally, guys, I just picked up Demon Slayer too. I watched one episode like a year ago, and then I got distracted. Probably something new SAO related came out, so you know that's always my number one focus when it comes out. So I jumped to SAO whenever something new, like when Progressive comes out. If I'm in the middle of watching something else, I'm basically gonna forget about it because Progressive's gonna, you know, become my focus. But yeah, I just finally picking up Demon Slayer. I have some got some anime to catch up on. One being Demon Slayer, and then I promised people in stream that we'd watch that time I was reincarnated as a slime. And also, I wanted to check out Rising a Shield Hero because I saw mixed reviews on that, so I would love to see that. Sounds like something I'd want to see. Revenge story. Oh man. What was I trying to think? What else do I have going on with me? Last week I almost decided to quit streaming. As weird as that sounds. I'm more keen on going out into public areas for June 15th. Are more people supposed or is there a prediction of how many people will be fully vaccinated, both shots, by then? Because I kind of want to wait until, I don't know. I'd like to know statistics before making any predictions of, because people, like one of my friends asked if I'm willing to go to a convention. I'm like, it depends, I guess. There's that, but they make it more character driven. And it also makes it so that non-card gamers can enjoy it as well. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they're releasing restrictions on June 15th. Man. Yeah, I'm not gonna get political, but yeah. Doesn't matter what party you're on. I mean, the fact that our California governor is getting recalled says all it needs to say about how I think of him. I envy you, casual weeb. I watch too much. You know what? It's the hardcore weebs I have to thank, because you guys save me from having to watch anime that isn't good. Because I have a whole bunch of friends that watch so much anime, and they'll be the ones that tell me, watch this or don't watch this. Maybe not that they think the anime is bad, but maybe they think it won't be my style, so they can kind of guide me to only watch the good stuff. So not too bad. It's kind of nice being a casual weeb there. You'll be fully vaccinated by then. That's good. In my opinion, I would wait and see till the end of the year. Yeah, I'm not gonna jump the gun. I mean, it's not like I'm afraid of getting sick and dying, because obviously I'm not high risk. Yeah, the 15th came and or 16th, 15th? What was the first day? I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday, so it must be the 15th. So, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna die if I get COVID. I mean, I don't have any pre-existing conditions. I'm not super old, but I just don't want to transmit it to old people and kill them. So that's all it is. That's the main thing. I mean, we wear cloth masks. How much do those really help that much? I'm sure I mean, I didn't get the flu in the last year, or a cold, because I stayed inside, loaded up on vitamin C and wore masks and washed my hands all the time, and everyone else is doing the same and disinfecting surfaces. So, I mean, the fact that I didn't get a cold means that, there is some good, there's some good to masks. But does it stop the spread of COVID completely? I'm not a scientist, so I won't say. COVID vaccine anime con. Yeah, it's for the safety of others. You're right. You were so right. I need more vitamin C. Almost out. Keck W. Vitamin C. Yeah, I started, God, it was so hard to buy, these vitamins I like. Emergency, I don't know why I'm telling you guys. Now it's going to be even harder to buy when I announce this. So Emergency sells these gummies that taste like candy. They're chewy gummies, and there's a whole bunch of sugar around it. It's so good. It's better than some candy. It's that good. I mean, when you look on the back, the first ingredient on it is corn syrup. So that tells you all you need to know. It's extremely sweet. And yeah, that all of those went out immediately when COVID hit. And that was my main source of vitamin C, so I switched to... But yeah, I'm taking my vitamins every day now. I'm doing a good job of that. But yeah, face mask means you're aware of it. That's true. Very true. I try. The best part of wearing the face mask too is I'm really insecure and I don't shave. I actually shaved this morning because my facial hair doesn't grow that long, but when it grows, like it's really I'm very insecure about it. But when I wear a mask, no one can see my unshaven face. Because, you know, I don't get a beard. If I don't shave, it's like, if, you know, some people don't shave for a day and their 5 o'clock shadow comes in. Next day, they have a full-on beard. They look like Santa Claus. But for me, it's the opposite. Since it grows so awkwardly, it's embarrassing. So when I wear the mask, no big deal. I ate a sandwich and my breath smells like onions. Put on the mask. Great. Looks good. I mean, it smells good, I guess. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Tomorrow's your second vaccine. Nice, dude. Congrats. Which one did you get, you say? Marth, your uncle's fully vaccinated. He offered to take me out to lunch when you were fully vaccinated, but you told him to go after June 2015. Well, yeah, you'll actually have places to go, right? It's good. People just need to keep on being hygienic. Oh my god, that's... I don't care if masks, like, go away or if, you know, once things are better, but I at least want... For masks, I want it to be okay for people to wear them, like, when they get sick. Kind of like Japan. People be considerate. Like if I'm having a cold, I'm probably gonna wear a mask now. Now that I know it, no one will think that I'm freaking like. Imagine like before COVID, like you have a cold and you want to be like Japan. You don't want to spread your cold and flu everywhere, so you wear a mask. In Japan, it's not a big deal. Like no one questions it. Like, oh, that person's probably not feeling well, or they're doing it for fashion. Here, they're probably like, do you have like Ebola or something? Like, what is going on? So, I hope masks stick around for that. Like that now that we wore masks for a whole, over a year. It won't be that weird if someone's wearing it when they're sick. But yeah, for God's sake, people need to sanitize more. I know it seems over the top it seems over the top compared to the past where there's like hand sanitizer everywhere, but some people are gross. Like I'm a germaphobe, so I kind of enjoyed everything being cleaned. Like I was such a bad germaphobe that in school, when I would lend my pen to someone and they would write something with it and hand it back to me and I felt how sticky it was from their sweat, I'd get really grossed out and I'd disinfect it when I got home. So yeah, people need to be hygienic. That's germs just gross me out. And you, Pepega, I would kill to stop growing my beard. Yeah, for me, my facial hair, I get the mustache. It doesn't grow on the sides here. I get a goatee and it goes down to like here. And then I'll have like a couple little spots that show up randomly here. It's really embarrassing. It's really horrible. It's really horrible look. I mean, I'm glad I don't get it on my neck at all. So that's, that's the good thing. But I look stupid. I look like a little kid that just hit puberty and I haven't learned how to shave yet. That's what it looks like when I don't shave. It's really horrible. When I FaceTime friends, I don't wear a mask because you're home and on the phone, but it feels like I should. The next big thing should be... Oh yeah, there are face mask filters actually. I'm pretty sure those exist. Yeah, face masks should be normalized. Second vaccination's Friday? Nice, congrats, man. I'm jealous. You say mine grows about half of your neck? Ooh. So, oh man, so you can become a neckbeard? Oh man. I can only be a neckbeard when I play my World of Warcraft. Well, actually, I don't play anymore, but... Yeah, that is really... Yeah, my mom uses the mask filter. My mom's pretty techie for her age. But... Oof, bruh. Alright, guys, how about this? Let me show you guys how my Vegas trip went. So this is my older brother's Instagram account. And, if you guys weren't here, all I said earlier was whenever you guys know I love Gordon Ramsay, right? You guys know. If you don't know, you must be new here or you don't pay attention to my streams, but I assume you guys know. So when we went to Vegas, we ate at 3 of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants. And my brother does this thing where when he eats Gordon Ramsay's food, He'll do this impression of Gordon Ramsay's fake British accent, and he eats it, and he zooms in on his mouth. Okay, I'll just show you guys. Here's the story from the latest Vegas trip.
Shuttle to...
I'll just watch the whole thing.
Hello, this is Angelo. I'm back in Las Vegas for a trip with family. We're just going to be doing a lot of eating food this time, and hopefully it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Right now we're...
So we took a shuttle. We landed. My wife and I flew in from Burbank Airport. My brother flew in from Santa Ana. My parents flew in from Oregon, and we just were meeting up with them at the car rental place. So first we took a shuttle there.
Taking a shuttle.
Where's the food? So first stop wasn't even on the Strip. It was a dim sum cafe. Oh, it has no sound. This is a dim sum cafe place. They had shark fin there, which is illegal in California, so I had to try it. I probably sound like a heartless butthole eating shark fin, since I know how inhumane it is. What do we have? There's shrimp shumai. We ate enough for like freaking 10 people. Hakao. Oh, there it is, the shark fin dumpling. The sausage bun. Oh my god, so good. How is shark fin illegal in California? Well, it's very inhumane. It's kind of like foie gras was. I'll give you guys a little lesson on some fine dining. That's some inhumane fine dining. Veal is baby cow. They're tied up, and they're not allowed to move, so that their meat stays tender and then they're slaughtered young. That's veal, totally illegal here. Foie gras, I think it's flipped back and forth, though at the moment I think it is illegal. Foie gras is goose liver, and pretty much it's like a fine dining steakhouse food. Geese are force-fed food, and they're not allowed to move, and their livers kind of like blow up, I believe, if I understand correctly, and then we eat that basically fattened up, blown up liver. So their whole life, they're just fattened up and then slaughtered, and they're not allowed to move. Shark fin also is pretty bad, where when they catch the shark, they cut the fin off and then throw the shark back into the ocean, because the fin's the really only good part that you can eat. The rest of the meat, I guess, must not be that appetizing if we're throwing him back in the ocean. And then when you take the fins off the shark, they can't swim, so they just slowly die and starve. And yeah, so that's why shark fin is illegal in California. California is a bit more progressive, so they will be against that sort of thing. Roast duck. These are pictures. Oh yeah, we stayed at Caesar's Palace. God, okay guys, in Vegas, it was almost like freaking COVID didn't exist there. There were so many huge crowds there, and a lot of no maskers and no social distancing. It was pretty crazy. It was actually like, I don't know if there's a photo in here on the Strip, but it kind of looked like it looked like the world before COVID. Like, think about Disneyland pre-COVID, which kind of sounds weird now, but it was crazy. It was like sardines in there. Stayed in a 2-bedroom hotel. Oh yeah, so then we went to Las Vegas Chinatown. First time ever going there for me. We went to BBQ, Korean fried chicken place. Amazing. Also another off-strip place. This was in Chinatown there. The fried chicken was so good. I have one in LA, but since my parents are in Oregon and my mom's a Korea boo now, my mom watches K-dramas and has crushes on these pretty boys that are half her age, so she wanted to eat the food that they were eating in her show. Okay, alright, we're at Gordon Ramsay Burger. Gordon Ramsay's Burger had the best fries I've ever had my whole life. Hands down. Easy. They had a truffle salt on it, and I'm pretty sure it was cooked pretty sure it was cooked in duck fat, and it was very amazing.
Right, this is
here's
the
the
Gordon
first
Ramsay.
one. Oh god, here we go.
Right, this is the Gordon Ramsay Ultimate Cheeseburger. 3 cheeses inside of it. I'm excited to try it. That burger was delicious. And now, time for the truffle parmesan fries.
You
Very
me
good.
laugh in the background.
Very good.
And there it is. I want my brother to make a TikTok of him just doing all of those. For dinner, so that burger, I had the truffle burger. Holy, bro, it was that might be the best burger I've ever had too. So the burgers, what makes them special, in addition to mine being truffle, is, obviously high quality beef. But when you use a smoker Oftentimes you'll put wood chips in, so it'll the flavor of the wood, the aroma of the wood will get into the meat. Like bacon, for example, that's smoked, and usually applewood I think is the most common. So Gordon's barbecued burgers, he throws wood into the fire. It's not just a regular old charcoal grill, but there's wood in it, so the flavors enhanced that much more by the aroma of the wood. So it was, I can't explain it. You guys just, if you ever go to Vegas, please get Gordon Ramsay's burger. It was amazing. For dinner, we went to the Wynn Hotel. There is a place called Mizumi. It was the most beautiful freaking view I've ever had in a restaurant. Oh my god. There are uncensored episodes of Hell's Kitchen on YouTube. Is it legally uploaded? That's crazy. Me want Ramsay burger. It's unbelievably good. Oh my gosh. My brother didn't get a picture of the dessert, but they had a sticky toffee pudding ice cream sandwich. Oh, brown butter ice cream in it. Guys, you don't know what you're missing out on. Brown butter ice cream is so good. Oh my god. Let's see if my brother put a view. You walk inside. There's a separate room for teppan, but when you walk in, you see a sushi bar and then tables. Look at this, guys. Look at this. There's a giant, I don't even know how to describe it, a giant opening where you're dining, and you just see this outdoor area right there. You get a little taste of Japan. I mean, it's totally not very green because the AC was blasting because it was hot, and then this whole giant area of the restaurant's open. There's just a waterfall. Oh my god, it's literally the most beautiful dining setting I've ever been at. We got there, my brother's smart, he booked us a reservation right when they opened, so there weren't a lot of people yet, so I was able to get a picture in front of it, but holy, like, just hearing the really loud water, yeah, poggers, this was the most freaking poggers moment of the whole trip, I think. Like, aside from tasting food, like, this was freaking amazing. So guys, not only did we, so as you can see, we ate a lot of food. We were there from Thursday to Sunday, and Sunday was just a travel day basically. So it was basically Thursday to Saturday were like 3 days of eating, and Thursday we didn't get there till afternoon, evening. Every 2 hours we were eating at a new restaurant. It felt like, oh my god, we were so stuffed. Okay, flower napkin. Oh my gosh, this place is so bougie. They like a gold table. They had a placemat for your masks to go on the tables. So you'd put your mask on there, face up. It's pretty neat for when you're eating. There's spicy tuna. If you guys like sushi, usually when you get spicy tuna on crispy rice, the spicy tuna is kind of minced and just in small pieces, almost like having ground beef on a piece of rice. Here they give you a full piece of tuna. It's good stuff, high quality. Look at the sushi. The sushi was very good here. I had salmon, and I had a robotayaki. Freaking, I had both beef, and then I had truffle mushrooms. Well, why is that a placemat for your face? I was just because why not? Expensive hotel. Make it fancy. And maybe it's just so that your mask doesn't touch the table directly, and it touches the disposable paper placemat. I thought that was interesting. That's the only place we were at. In fact, it's funny. We did this, and we're like, oh, this is cool. And the next day, we went to a different restaurant, and we were disappointed. We're like, oh, man, I kind of liked that placemat for our masks. Okay, then we had the Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill. Do you have pictures of the food here? Did some take. Oh, you see my dad in the bottom right corner.
Alright, and now, this is the Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips from the Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill.
It looks like he's... Gross. Oh, and I gambled a bit with my brother. I ate so much food that it was like freaking like 1 a.m, and I was stuffed because we had like 5 meals that day. We were already full at like 9 o'clock, and we decided it'd be a good idea to get the fish and chips from the Pub and Grill. So then it's like 1 a.m. I'm like, I can't go to sleep, or I'll probably throw up, wake up in the night to throw up. So we went downstairs to gamble, and yeah, played some blackjack.
We're gonna cash out at $2 over.
You hear me losing the background. Next day, we went to Noodles at Bellagio. Went to the restaurant's just called Noodles, but it's at the Bellagio Hotel. Very good food. It's like a fusion Asian place where they have noodles from all different types. So you can get pad thai for like, Thai food. You can get chow mein, like the Hong Kong style crispy chow mein noodles, Chinese. This Mandarin beef stew changed my life. This was so good that I just tried to recreate it yesterday, and I did a decent job. I forgot the green onions though on the top. That would have been better. You can't see it here, but there's also these fresh egg noodles in this too. Amazing food. Guys, look how beautiful the Bellagio Hotel is. When you go into the lobby, it looks small in this photo, but it's this giant atrium, and there's just decorations everywhere. It's beautiful there. Oh, ha, there's me. So then I got the sticky toffee pudding shake. DM the recipe? Oh, I will. Will do. Because it was a Cantonese, well, all the recipes online are for a Cantonese one, but the one we had there was called a Mandarin. It was like a Mandarin style one, and I can't find a recipe for that anywhere, so I had to kind of improvise based off my taste. Yes, I'll DM you more details. Unfortunately, I don't have like too many specific measurements, but I guess a quick overview of what I did was first I made bone broth from scratch. I did beef tendons and pork bones to make the broth. I put it in the slow cooker for a day. Then I put it in the fridge, skimmed the fat off. Then in a Dutch oven, I seared small slices of beef brisket with garlic, green onions. I put 5 spice, soy sauce, and sugar. Then I slow cooked it in the broth, the homemade broth that I made all day. And that was basically it. And then egg noodles from the Chinese store.
Right. This is the Gordon Ramsay's crafted lemonade from the Gordon Ramsay fish and chips. I had it yesterday at the Gordon Ramsay burger, and I'm about to try it right again.
Right again? Even one for the freaking lemonade? I always make fun of how
Delicious.
Delicious. Oh yeah, this is pretty funny. The statue in front of this hotel was wearing a mask. That was pretty funny. Very relevant of our time.
Right. This is...
Oh, and the best restaurant, easily. The whole trip, Gordon Ramsay steak. I don't care if you've had the Wellington at the Pub and Grill in the Caesars Hotel. I don't care if you've had it at Hell's Kitchen. At Gordon Ramsay steak, the server admitted that this restaurant, because it's more expensive, they actually buy higher quality meat than the other restaurants. So this beef Wellington... It lives up to why on Gordon Ramsay's TV shows everyone has a mouthgasm when they eat it. The beef Wellington was from another planet. It was so good. Words can't explain just how good it was. You hear my brother's Gordon impression here.
Right. This is the beef Wellington from the Gordon Ramsay steak restaurant. I already cut it for ease of eating. Oh, really perfect.
Gross.
I'm going to try the American Wagyu rib cap.
They also had American Wagyu and Japanese A5 Wagyu, but my mom ordered an American one. She should have gone for the Japanese one, but it's so expensive. This is the best steak they had when I tried.
Delicious, very delicious.
I'm sure the Japanese one's better.
Now I'm going to have...
And then the rest of us shared a porterhouse. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, cool. All my alerts are going to show up.
Porterhouse steak, cooked rare plus.
My brother and I wanted rib. My dad got it rib.
Oh, delicious.
Okay, here's an overview of what all our food looked like. Cool thing was we just wanted to try a little bit of everything. My mom went freaking ham. She got an A5, or not A5, sorry. She got an American Wagyu with a scallop and a lobster tail. It looks so good. I didn't get a bite of the scallop or the lobster now that I think about it. I should have asked. Dang it. I did try some of her steak, though. Our porterhouse, which is, if you guys aren't familiar with the porterhouse, I believe there's a bone down the middle. There's New York steak on one side and a tenderloin, or kind of like a filet mignon on the other side. And we had them slice it family style, cooked rare plus. So that's in between rare and medium rare, rare plus. And we also got the beef Wellington, which is also cooked medium rare. It's filet mignon wrapped in, what is it? It's a blended up mushroom with prosciutto and then a puff pastry. Served with mashed potatoes, or he called it a potato puree with a demi-glaze. Oh, red wine demi-glaze. God, there was some secret ingredient in his potatoes. It's kind of funny that he calls it the puree potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. It sounds fancier, but it really is it's super smooth. But when you eat it, there's another flavor in there that maybe it's truffle or clarified butter. I don't know, but when you eat it, there's something different in there. There could be crack cocaine in there for all I know. Fries here were absolutely amazing. Probably tied. either tied or just a step down from the burger restaurant, but it was freaking good. The pub and grill fries weren't really that amazing. They were just kind of average fries. Oh, we saw a short Darth Vader on the streets, and we had to pay for a picture.
We decided to take a snack at Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips.
My brother breaks character because it's so good.
Oh!
You see it in the background there. Guys, it was so good. The fish and chips at the fast food Gordon Ramsay fish and chips place is so much better than the pub and grill. So his pub and grill place is inside of the Caesars Hotel in the casino area. They serve fish and chips and stuff there. I honestly don't really recommend that place that much. It's kind of like an average restaurant. It doesn't taste like a celebrity chef place to me. Well, you know what? I take that back. His lobster and shrimp roll tasted like A+. Fish and chips were kind of average to me. But at the Link, which is a little shopping area outside of the Flamingo Hotel, across the street from Caesars, Gordon has a fast food fish and chips place. Now, those fried fish there are... Oh, God, they're so crispy. I think it's one of the best fried fish batters I've ever had, so definitely recommend that. And that's it. That was my Vegas trip, guys. It was a great trip. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have a vlog that I'm gonna talk about. I feel like I gave you guys a lot of details anyway, but I have vlog footage. Someday, maybe in 5 years when I finish editing, it'll see the light of day. But it was a fun trip. Oh, thank you, Singy. I appreciate that. It was so much fun, and I didn't get a picture of it. I hope I did in my vlog footage. But in the hotel, the bathtub was separate from the shower. The shower had a glass door and stuff, but the bathtub was huge and it had freaking bubble jets in it. I used it 3 times. It was amazing. I sat in it for 30 minutes, probably longer than I was supposed to be in there, but oh my God. It was insane. Man, what was I saying earlier? Not to get down in the dumps, but last week I almost quit streaming. I woke up and I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, do we just quit streaming? I don't know. I think there's the fear of failure, even though I just do it for fun. I don't know. It's just I have this weird attitude, the go big or go home kind of attitude. Oh.
9 months. Our baby is due. Julia hot.
What up, Jeff? Thank you so much for the 9 months. Yeah, last week I was considering quitting streaming. Because like I said, I have the go big or go home attitude. Everything I do, I either go at 100% or I feel like it's a waste of my time to even do it. I was in a band in 2010 through 2012. And that was my life, I wrote songs every day almost. Practiced once a week, played at least one show every month. So and I just was full into it. And then eventually when my drummer moved away to college, I stopped doing bands. I did one more, but then since I wasn't giving my full heart to it, I felt like it's a waste of time. There's people putting more effort in, they deserve it more than me. And then there was cosplay when I was Andrew Black Swordsman. I put my heart and soul into that, and I was hungry for it. I wanted... It grew so much because I put so much passion into it and I put so much time, but it was exhausting. So I picked up streaming to do on the side, and I don't know what to do with myself, I know I'm just doing it for fun, but I'm so used to just going ham and giving my whole life to something that I almost feel like I don't deserve to stream, I do this once a week for 2 hours, and people are grinding streaming out several hours a day, multiple days a week on a very consistent schedule. I mean, even people that work full-time do this, and they work so hard for it. And I'm like, man, do I not deserve to stream? It's this weird thing I can't wrap my head around it. It's in my head, I kind of I don't know, I put my own roadblock in front of myself. Well, what's the point of doing this if I'm not really giving it my 100%, why do it? And it's hard for me to just accept that, well, because it's fun, right? Just YOLO, just doing it because it's fun. But I'm so used to, like, I'm very goal-oriented, you know? The thing about streaming is that you do things your way. Exactly. It's just that I'm so goal-oriented. Even, like, you know, my job and stuff, like, I'm always thinking about what's the next step, right? I can, like, with streaming, this should be something that I just do and I just have fun. But naturally, I start to think, all right, what's the next step? How do I, like, improve my content? How do I make it better? How do I grow? How do I reach a new audience? How do I figure out my target audience? And, like, really, I should just be having fun, just going live and having fun. Because I know a lot of streamers put so much thought into each stream. So it's so weird to me. I'm, like, going against, like, doing what I do is, like, going against my own human nature. So it's so weird to me. Understandable, but it's up to you, and if you're happy with what you do. And it depends on how you define your goals. Yeah, I know what you mean. I figure I just tell you guys, so I don't just disappear one day. I feel like that'd be kind of lame. You guys watch me every week. Appreciate you guys giving me your 1 week. But I don't know. I think it's like the fear of failure too. Like, what if I show up to stream and like no one's watching, or what if I take like a month off because I'm not feeling well, and then like no one watches when I come back? Then I don't know. It's like, it's the weirdest thing. And same with like YouTube. I'm like, do I quit YouTube too? There's people that grind YouTube. People like Mr. Beast love YouTube. And he is like, give his heart. So like, he's never grown tired of the YouTube grind because he loves what he does. But for me, editing is like a grind. But I love recording videos, writing videos, and like making the end product when I'm the one that's edited the video. Like, it feels so good when it comes out. But man, for goals, I recommend them small or taking small steps forward to reach them. Thanks. That's true. That's a smart idea. I'm very overly ambitious. So like, honestly, I know that sounds like simple advice, but it's actually very, very good advice. A lot of times I set the bar very, very high for myself. Maybe it's just growing up Asian. You know, my mom and dad are both very successful, and my mom especially sets the bar overly high, but she overachieves, you know. So I kind of have that mentality of overachieving. I've always been that kind of guy. I've never been a bare minimum, you know, person. So just trying to have fun is interesting. I agree with you say. I still want to do my podcast, but I don't have any content, but I love recording, editing in general. We should do a podcast together if you ever want to. At least one episode or something. I've always wanted to do a podcast too, because I love to talk, but I don't know where it would live. Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. Here's me overthinking. Look, I've thought about a podcast. And look, before I've even started, I've already put this block in front of myself. I could do it on YouTube because then there's the video footage, but then the question is, do you also put it onto SoundCloud and Spotify? There's a pro and con. You put it on Spotify and SoundCloud as well, more people could potentially find it, but then your YouTube view count goes down because it's not, you know, they can go to multiple places to find it. It's just on YouTube, then more people will go to that one source where you can find it. Also, like, who do I do the podcast with? What is the general topic? Who's the audience? How do people find it? You know, there's hours and years worth of content that people can listen to. So, like, how do I come up with a podcast that stands out from someone else? Like, who would go to listen to me, you know, do a podcast? Like, these are the thoughts I have, generally. So, like, I would love to do it. But those are kind of the questions I have and the concerns. And then taking on another project. And I'm like, oh, man. You would love to, but whenever I stream, I always think about what I want to do for that stream, and what I want to the next one within my schedule. That's true. Because you know what? Like, I started off streaming games on Twitch because it seemed fun, but I actually ended up not really always liking gaming on streams. Like, I prefer doing this. Like, just I was somewhere in between saying chatting and talking. I said chatting. Like, just chatting is my favorite on Twitch. I don't know why I'm always afraid of, like, having nothing to talk about on stream, because I talk a lot. Like, sometimes, like, with my wife and I, like, we'll just wake up, and I feel bad for her. She probably, like, has to go to the bathroom, and I'll start talking to her, like, 2 hours straight. Oh, man. My home life isn't the best place to record, if that makes sense. No, I understand. I got you. Also, I remember you saying you wanted to upgrade your mic and stuff, so, you know, hey, maybe when you save up, get a new mic, and the situation changes, I'll have to do podcasts or something. I don't know what my podcast would be about, whether it's current events, there's like Asian culture, Asian American culture. There's like so many interests I have. Food, a million things. Aster Collabs, don't be afraid to reach out to others if you want to get something off the ground. That's true. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, still working on upgrading. Might I recommend the Blue Yeti or the Blue Snowball? Andrew, yes. Oh, man. But it's, I don't know, because for me, the way I want to make Asian American podcasts is good. I feel like I'm not the best Asian American. Like, I know how, like, someone like Ryan Higa, he said this, like, you know, Ryan Higa's not really much of an activist. Whereas if you watch, like, Wong Fu Productions on YouTube, Phil from Wong Fu, he's very, you know, very outspoken activist. Very well aware of everything that's going on in the Asian American community. But, I'm like more of a Ryan Higa where I'm like almost more American first than Asian, if that makes sense. Where I'm kind of late on figuring out stuff for Asian American news, and I'm really bad. So that's why I feel insecure. But you know, that's like everything, right? Whenever you do anything, there's always that imposter syndrome of, oh, there's always going to be someone better, right? So I always like I felt bad on that front of, oh man, like, am I qualified to talk about Asian American life? I mean, yes, I'm an Asian American. I've lived the Asian American life, but since I'm not the most well-versed on everything, I'm not the quickest to find things out, I feel bad. But yeah, discussion's most important, that's true. You have the Blue Yeti! That's a great mic, that's what I use. Blue Yeti is a great mic. Just need the right settings and all that. I'm still waiting, I'm still for the idea of doing Pokemon Battle Raid stream with it. Oh, I love doing raids. That'd be fun, that'd be really chill. I love Pokemon raids. All perspectives are welcome. Oh, that's true. And the cool thing about the podcast would be a cool way, because like I have a lot of political opinions and stuff. I just don't like to share them on my main social media, because you know, you guys aren't here to hear me preach to you about my thoughts. I actually don't like it when celebrities do that. Like, you know, celebrities aren't really any smarter than you and I. Like, I don't want to, I'm of average intelligence. I'm not going to pretend that I'm smarter than you guys, and I don't want to, you know, educate you guys on stuff when I'm, you know, I'm no smarter than you guys. So I feel weird sharing my opinion in that way. Whereas a lot of actors, you know, they got a lot of followers, so I think they feel like they're smarter than you, and they want to, you know, quote unquote, use their platform to spread awareness. But a lot of times kind of feels like it feels really condescending the way they explain stuff to you, and if you don't agree with them, they like block you or insult you then block you. You know, there's like a lot of that weird stuff. But if it was like a podcast where like that's the topic, you know exactly what you're getting into, I think that's different versus like this is like my stream for entertainment, escapism, getting away from the real world. That's why I don't bring that up in here. I don't share, like, I'll scratch the surface, but I don't get like too real with my, you know, with my views. Sam, I don't enjoy having celebs talk down to me. Yeah, because like they're not smarter than you. You know, they're just human beings. Andrew, I'll make it work if you want to either get a small group to discuss life as Asian American. That'd be cool. It's a worthy discussion from real people. As long as we have objective and open to discuss that we're good, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. That would be really good, because everyone has a different experience. One that I find ironic is a lot of people that preach end up being are kind of like really terrible people. Like, not all, but there's a lot that are like really bad people, but they'll preach, and I don't know if it's them like maybe they feel guilty about the bad things they've done, so they preach, or maybe they know they've done bad things, so they want to cover up bad things they've done by preaching, you know, a lot of good things to make themselves look good. Like, for example, I think I've mentioned a bunch of times, I played in a pop punk band, and generally that's a genre that mostly has a demographic of white males, yet I was in a band with 3/4 of us were Asian. One was Hispanic, so the drummer was half Mexican, half Filipino, or fourth Filipino, 3/4 Mexican. Bass player's Hispanic, and then the lead guitarist and I were both Filipino. So people would refer to us as like the Asian band. People would make racist jokes, because, you know, mostly white people there. And it's not like all white people are, I'm not here to say white people are the root of all evil, but most of the people that made fun of us and stuff are people that were like hardcore, preachy social justice people. They talk about like rights for, equal rights for all, and they, preach about gay marriage, but they would like, they'd be very condescending, yet they would refer to us as the Asian band. One guy even said to me, like, you should grow your Fu Man. It's about my I think I made a remark about facial hair, how I can't grow it. And he told me to grow like my I'm only 8% Chinese. He told me to guy like a Chinese Fushu. And yet he was hosting like a fundraiser for anti-bullying. It's like, bro, you're like these are some of like the worst people I've met, and yet they on Twitter and on Facebook they would preach, about all sorts of social justice issues. I'm like, well, it's got to start with you. Like, obviously the things they say, aren't bad, but why are they pretending to be these good people when, like, behind the scenes, they're in reality, they're horrible people? They should, before they go off preaching and telling people how to live their life, they should, take their own advice and, be better people. It's ridiculous. Yeah, those people who preach tend to hide their own misdeeds. It's true. The world is full of all kinds of people, but some people are just cowards not wanting to speak out. But most, if not all, don't want to out themselves. Yeah. I don't like preaching. I prefer to meme. Yeah, because it's tough. It's hard to share your opinion without preaching, Because a lot of times people are like trying to kind of convert you. But if anything, I'd more want to just share what my opinion is. But unlike a lot of people on Twitter, if you disagree with me, we can still be friends. And I don't hate you if you disagree with me. I have friends that I have disagreements with politically, and we're still friends. So it's the weirdest thing to me when people like will disconnect their family when they find out, oh, you voted for the other guy, right? And then now we won't talk, or yeah, we don't do Thanksgiving together or something. Like, to me, that's so dumb. Like, American politics are just politics, right? I don't know. People take that stuff too far. I think it's good to have your own opinion, but I think a lot of people don't do their own research, and they'll just watch one source and then that's it, and that's their Bible. But I'm never happy with just one opinion. Like, I won't get into systemic racism, I'm not going to talk about that, but, I watch videos on both sides, 'cause, I heard about it, and I wanted to learn about it, and I looked at both arguments, and then I made my own opinion on it. So I wish more people would do that, like, look at both sides and not just listen to their party or their side and then say, that's it, the other side's wrong by default, because that's not my party, so they're wrong. A lot of my friends have different tastes in anime, but we still hang out, and that's good. That's how we should be. That's how human beings should be. There's a big obsession in society now about picking a side with everything. It's so weird. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. That's what I say to that. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of what else is good. Speaking of Twitter, why don't we go on Twitter? How about we move on to that segment of what's trending on Twitter. Let's check it out. What is trending? 8 people killed and multiple injured at shooting in FedEx facility near Indianapolis International Airport. I did not know about this. This is how I learned about the modern age. What the heck happened? There was another shooting? Eight victims. Okay, I usually come onto Twitter because I want to see the memes that are trending, but now I'm really bummed out. Twitter, oh yeah, I heard it. More sadness. What the fuck? It was a former employee? Oh my god. Okay, I'll read more of it off stream. I don't want to get into a full depression live in front of everybody. Japanese boy is trending. Why is Japanese boy trending? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. It's always funny. Whoever's the president always gets made fun of. Because you're like in the spotlight. So, alright. First it was the stairs. Now what's this?
I know how proud you are of the people of Japan are. And you've got a Japanese boy coming over here, and guess what? He won the Masters. He won
Oh
the Masters.
no!
He won the green jacket.
I mean, to be fair, I know he didn't mean it, but oh no. That is, oh my gosh. That did not come, I'm sure that did not come out the way he expected that to come out. Old white man says a racism. Oh, no. No, why are you referring to a Japanese... I mean, I guess he's factually not wrong. It's a Japanese word, but come on, man. That's not... You shouldn't refer to someone like that. Justice for Johnny Depp. I think I know this one. Because Johnny Depp got canceled because his ex-wife, Amber Heard, who's an actress that was in Aquaman, I guess she accused him of being abusive, I think is what it was. Yet... it seems like the evidence coming out is pointing to her being the actual abuser, and there was body cam footage that was her lying under oath. I think that's what this was. A huge movement for... because Johnny Depp got fired from Pirates of the Caribbean, so I think there's a lot of people that support Johnny Depp. Crazy. This is how I stay up to date. The Vanishing Billionaire. What happened to Jack Ma? Who is Jack Ma anyway? I'm so bad with, like, this is why I need to read the news, and, like, I'm not that, this is why I don't preach to you guys, because I'm not that smart, I'm not that well-versed on modern stuff. Biden has the Alzheimer's KW. Huh. The tech billionaire annoyed Chinese president last year. Since then, he's vanished. It's kind of scary. Was he okay. I'll have to look that one up. I didn't know he had a cult following. I didn't even know who this guy was. Interesting. Okay. Apparently Twitter is trending. What does that mean? Apparently Twitter is down for some people, so only sexy people can see this. Oh. Well, we know what that means. Apparently Twitter stops you from following people if you follow them too. Well, okay, this is kind of a dumb trend. Come on, Twitter, you do better than this. Corpse, is this related to the streamer? It says digital creators. What's up with Corpse? Among Us streamer. Yep, more Among Us stuff, of course. So what is this?
What?
He's gonna
That
catch
was
corpse
weird.
killing. Corpse just vented right there. Is he gonna defend corpse right here?
Oh.
Even though he just vented?
Hello.
Well.
Hello, doggy.
Oh, I see. I get it. Because Saikuno usually will defend his friend. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a boring tag. Man, nothing for me on here. Mystery animal sighting and car account ends up being a croissant? How embarrassing. What? Did people think that they thought they saw a strange animal in a tree? But it was just a frickin' croissant? Very embarrassing. People aren't opening their windows because they're afraid it'll go into their house? What? Oh my, she thought it was a crazy looking bird. How embarrassing. National Horny Day. Today is National Horny Day. Go watch Redo the Healer, I guess? Huh. Licensed to be horny on Maine. Huh. Okay, I didn't know that. Today's apparently National Horny Day. Safari is the last one we'll look at. Safari has seen a spike in bookings after global superstar Britney Spears shared their post. Can you not clickbait me? I'd like to just see what this is. Okay. Let's just move on to the next thing. Nothing interesting on Twitter today besides that shooting, which was really depressing. Let's learn a new word today, this week. UrbanDictionary.com. Seriously, allowed is the word of the week? Allow it. Allow it means to just leave it. I was here to learn some new crazy Zoomer slang. Can we get a new word? Took an L. To take an unfortunate loss. I think we know that one. Take your L. LMD. What's the 2011? This has got to be outdated. There's no way anyone says LMD now. I don't think I've seen anyone say that. Apparently means let me die. Well, guys, when you're feeling depressed, LMD is what you say, apparently. Maybe 10 years ago. Oh, here's one. Vaccinista. Person who gets the vaccine and flaunts it will high-end shop it with, I think they meant to put with high-end shopping trips and parties. Once Lisa got the vaccine, she turned to such a vaccinista. Here's the new word of the day. Vaccinista. Someone that gets vaccinated and then shows it off. Guys, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. Say hello to Chair Coon for me. can't see it, but I got a new cushion on my chair. Memory foam. It's so comfortable. Good stuff, good stuff. Anyways, guys, I think we're gonna cut it short today. Feeling a little tired today, but next week we should get the full-length stream back in action. I think I just need, this is like my little steppy stool to get back into streaming. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream. If you're new here, please hit that follow button and click the bell to get notified whenever I go live. I usually do stream on Friday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, but sometimes I go live at other random times, so hitting that bell is the best way to know when I go live every time. We also got Discord server, really great people in there. We like to hang out, chit chat, you know, share food, meme, talk about anime, games, all that jazz. We got YouTube. I'm a little slow, but I am working on YouTube videos, so you can come check out my newest videos. That I say newest, but it's not that new. Ha! Speaking of slow, why I haven't uploaded in a while? It's my latest video. So you can check that out if you're curious. I got a Twitter, got an Instagram, all that. Just, yeah, everybody, just thank you. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time.